So he started driving around town looking for his wife's vehicle. He went down that street and didn't see his wife's vehicle. Went down another street and didn't see his wife's vehicle. He was determined to find out what his wife was doing, because at this moment he knew that his wife was lying to him. He called her again and he said, "What's up, everybody? I hope you're having a great and blessed day. My day is going pretty good. Get out, enjoy your life, because tomorrow is not promised to anyone."
Yeah, yo, that's a real thing, bro. Go out there, enjoy your life. Tomorrow ain't really promised, you know that.
I got a truck driver buddy that used to be a over-the-road truck driver. He would stay out for 3 weeks and come home for a week every single month. He used to always brag about his wife. I got tired of this guy bragging about his wife.
Yeah, little preface here, bro. If you're with your boys, right, and you notice they're single, they ain't got no wife or they ain't got nobody in their life, the last thing they want to hear is your ass bragging about your wife. All right, bro, let me just let you know that.
I will say to myself sometimes, man, shut up. We know you got a good wife. Good, congratulations, man. I am tired of hearing about your wife. Good, man. Because this guy will always be bragging about his wife. He will say things like, "I got the best woman in the world."
Right there, that's why I gotta stop it. Saying you got the best woman in the world when you haven't even been around the world. What do you mean? You know what I'm saying? For this statement to be true, you gotta be around the world first. So I would ask his friend, has he traveled around the world? I would like to know that.
I wouldn't trade my wife for anybody because she is a great woman. I love her and she loves me also. And she loves our children. She is a great mother to our children. My mother loves her. My father loves her. Matter of fact, my whole family loves my wife because she is a good woman. I wouldn't trade her for anyone.
Not even your mother? What if your mother was held at gunpoint? You wouldn't trade her for your mother?
Nobody. Every time I come in town, she always keep a positive attitude with me. She's always smiling. She always run my bath water for me when I come in town. She will cook for me. She will lay my clothing out for me, and etc. He said, "Man, I got the best woman in the world."
Oh, I already know this is not heading the right place.
And I will say to myself, "Man, good. I am tired of hearing about your wife. Good. Congratulations." Now, this man paid all the bills. He paid the water bill, the light bill, the phone bills, the car notes, the mortgage. He paid for everything because he was a good man to his family.
Damn, no wonder she's treating him good. God damn, any woman will treat you good like this if you're paying everything.
He was a good husband to his wife. His wife didn't want for anything. Now, his wife had a part-time job and she kept all of her money to herself.
Well, that's no surprise, right? They do say that a man's money is his wife's and his money, and his wife's money is her own money.
So she was able to spend her money on whatever she wanted to spend her money on. And he took care of everything. She didn't want for nothing. He said, "Man, there is nothing that I wouldn't do for my family. Nothing I wouldn't do. I love my family." Now, my buddy told me that one day he came up with the thought to come to town and surprise his wife one day on her day off.
Uh-oh. Oh no. That's how it always goes, eh?
He said, "Man, you know what, man? I was just feeling good this day. I was on my way through town and I knew that my wife was off from work. I called her that day and I asked her, what is she doing? She told me that she was at home cleaning up, cooking, and etc. And she was enjoying her day off." And he said, that was the perfect day for him to come by the house because she was in a good mood and she was cooking, he was hungry, and the children was at school. He was finna come by the house and surprise his wife. So he said that he started driving towards town.
And how far away is this drive? Because I wanna know how much my man was putting on the line for this drive. How much gas is he gonna spend to go surprise his wife? Because you guys know in this economy, bro, that gas ain't cheap.
To surprise his wife. When he made it to the house, he didn't see his wife's car in the yard. So he said he called his wife and asked her, what is she doing? She told him that she was at the house, cleaning up and cooking and enjoying her day off.
Oh no, how is she gonna keep lying when my man's already at the house and she's not there? Like, if you wanna lie, at least make sure your significant other is not at the place you said you are, because now you're looking foolish.
He said, okay, all right, baby, I was just checking on you. Now he's in the yard talking to his wife on the phone and she is not at home. So he knew that something wasn't right because she's lying. He couldn't believe what he was hearing.
Now I have a quick question right here at this point. How long have you guys been married for? That's what I want to know. That's a key info I think my man's leaving out, because you know, this guy is speaking like this about his wife and all. Like, it sounds like they've been together for a while. I mean, unless he met her like 5 months ago. Okay, maybe he knows her for a year or so, but even so, that's not even enough time for you to say you have the best wife in the world.
He couldn't believe what he was seeing. He thought he had the best woman in the world. So he started driving around town looking for his wife's vehicle.
Damn, bro, could you imagine that? Like, you go to surprise your wife, you don't find her home. Now you're getting suspicious, so you're gonna drive around town searching for her car everywhere. How small is this town, first of all? Because if you got a couple thousand people, bro, that's a lot of work to go track down your vehicle. And there's a lot of vehicles, right? They could look alike.
He went down that street and didn't see his wife's vehicle. Went down another street and didn't see his wife's vehicle. He was determined to find out what his wife was doing, because at this moment he knew that his wife was lying to him. He called her again and he said, babe, how you doing? I'm just concerned about you. Is everything okay?
Yo, that is so odd. The wife just told you supposedly she's enjoying her day off cooking. How are you gonna randomly call her and be like, I'm just worried about you, is everything okay? She already told you she's enjoying her day off cooking food at the house, even though she's not at the house. But I mean, what would prompt him to ask that? I mean, I already know he's aware that she's not home and she's lying to him and everything, but it's like a normal person wouldn't ask a person if they're okay, especially after that person told you they're just relaxing at home cooking food. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't call back 5 minutes later and ask, is everything okay? Because otherwise you'll be like a weirdo. But his case is different because he already knows his wife is not home.
He said his wife said everything is good, baby. I'm at the house relaxing on my day off, cooking and cleaning. I'm feeling good. I'm just relaxing, baby. You have called me about 5 times already. Are you okay?
Exactly what I'm talking about, right? Like, let's just pause this story for a second. Let me ask you right now. If somebody, let's say you're talking to somebody you're into, you're dating, you're seeing each other, whatever, and they tell you they're at home cooking and cleaning and just enjoying their day off, are you gonna call them back 5 minutes later and ask them that you're worried about them, you're just making sure everything is alright on there? Like, are you gonna call them back 5 minutes later and ask them that?
He said he told his wife, I'm good. I'm just checking on you. So he had one last result. He thought to himself, let me drive around town and look at every single motel in our city to see if I could see my wife's vehicle.
Damn, my man's doing like private investigator type shit. Like, damn. In your right mind, are you gonna drive to every motel to try and track down your wife? Are you guys gonna do that really? Even though you suspect her of cheating, are you gonna like go to every motel?
At a motel room. He went to this motel room. Didn't see his wife's vehicle. Went to another motel room. He didn't see his wife's vehicle. Finally, he pulled up to a Motel 6. And there it was. His wife's vehicle sitting outside parked at a Motel 6. So he called her again. At this moment, she didn't answer the phone at all. He kept on calling her phone. She didn't answer. He was pissed off at this moment. Finally, after he got done burning his wife's phone up, she called him back. And he asked her, "What are you doing, baby? Is everything okay? I'm concerned about you."
Yo, now his wife should get the hint at this point. His wife should be like, yo, he does not sound right. Because this man keep ringing your line like, 5 times, 10 times, and he keep asking you, is everything okay? Even though you told him you're at home cooking, and relaxing, and he keeps on calling every 5 minutes and asking the same damn question. Then at this moment, I hope her radar went off and she realized that something is up.
He said his wife got upset and she cussed him out and said, "Baby, everything is okay. Why are you calling me so much? I just told you what I'm doing. I'm at the house, cleaning up, cooking, and etc. I'm enjoying my day off. I'm relaxing." He got off the phone with her, and he was already heartbroken for what he seen. So he parked his truck on the outside of Motel 6 to see if he could see his wife driving from that Motel 6. He waited for about 2 hours.
Damn. Yo, my man, first of all, he spent so much time driving to go surprise his wife, does not find her there. Then he spends more time driving around his little town looking for a car, doesn't find it. Then he spends more time driving around different motels trying to track it down. And then finally, in the end, he tracks it down to a certain motel, and then he sits in the parking lot for 2 extra hours. My gosh, bro, I feel like my man spent a whole day just, oh my goodness, the whole day doing this nonsense, eh?
And his wife didn't leave the Motel 6. He's even more pissed off at this moment. So he drove right back around to that room where his wife's car was sitting outside of to see if he could see his wife coming outside, getting into her vehicle. To make a long story short, he seen his wife coming out of a room with a coworker. Now his wife worked at a restaurant. I'm not going to name the restaurant because I don't want to give up anything about these two. But he seen his wife coming out of that motel room with a coworker. He was heartbroken. He said he took a picture and also recorded a video for the lawyer. He went and got a divorce. Matter of fact, he went to the lawyer and filed for a divorce. However they do that. He went and filed for a divorce, and he served his wife divorce papers. And she was trying to figure out, why are you divorcing me? He said, this is the reason why. You're cheating on me with a coworker. I got evidence. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't believe me? Here you go. He showed his wife a picture and also a video of her coming out of a motel room at a Motel 6 with her coworker. All she could do was just sit around and just shake her head. She cried and boo-hoo. She said, "I'm sorry, baby. I was just lonely." But he wasn't buying that. She didn't want to divorce her husband because she knew that her husband was taking care of everything for her. she didn't want for anything. To make a long story short on that, people, that woman is single today. That coworker didn't want her. Today, she's broke, busted, and disgusted. She had a good man. She had a good life, but she blew it for a few hours of pleasure. Blew it for nothing. And the man didn't even want her. That's a shame. I heard somebody say this one time. You have to know when to hold them, fold them, and walk away. I even told my truck driver buddy that. I said, man, move on and know this. You have to know when to hold them, fold them, and walk away. Now it's time to walk away. Don't hold them. As a matter of fact, don't hold her. Don't fold her. Just walk away. And let bygones be bygones. Move on with your life. So people, no matter how good of a man or a woman you are to your mate, that doesn't mean that they're going to be faithful to you or appreciate you. Understand that. Y'all leave a comment and let me know exactly what you all think about this video. I'd like to know.
So much to unpack here. But first and foremost, if you're thinking of becoming a truck driver, this is your sign to stop doing that, bro. Forget it, bro. Go work at a warehouse for like regular hours. If you're always on the road, this is what's gonna be running through your mind, bro. The back of your head, man. You know. But I'm just kidding, bro. I know some truckers out there, they're in a happily loving marriage and all, but to be honest, guys, it's more likely to happen because you're always on the road. She's home alone. She has more free time to do whatever she wants. But one thing I also want to say is, like, my goodness, this man went through so much effort to try and track his wife down. First, it was about to be a surprise. He drove from wherever city, town he was at to go surprise his wife, found her no home, and then he drove around the whole town that they stay at or she stays at, trying to track their car. Couldn't find it. Then he drove to every motel, finally found it, and then he stayed in his car 2 hours doing surveillance, watching, see if he's gonna notice his wife coming out of that motel. Now, the good thing about him here is the fact that his wife did not argue it. His wife, then she acknowledged him. In the real world, this rarely happens, you know, because what's gonna happen is, like, the women will argue with you. They will tell you, oh, I was at home cooking this and this and that. He asked me to help him install some Wi-Fi or something like that because I used to work at You know, they'll give you so many excuses regarding that, because you got to keep in mind, he did not catch her red-handed in bed with her coworker. He just caught them coming out of the room. And here's my other thing. I think he should have pushed it a notch further, especially since he did all this work already. He should have definitely went and figured out which room they're at and ring the door or knock on the door and yell out room service or something, and then catch them red-handed right there. He would have had the proof. But it's okay, all good. She admitted, she admitted what she did. She's sorry, whatnot, whatever. She was apologetic, so she acknowledged that he doesn't have to try and prove to himself and to her that she's been cheating on him, you know what I mean? Like, because a lot of women, they will not tell you straight up that they've been cheating. They will keep on lying and twisting things around until your brain hurts. So that's a good part. But as for the woman, she should have known better. First of all, like, what are you doing? This man's paying all your bills. You know, the only reason you're able to live that life you're living is because your man's out here busting his ass, covering them bills, and you all got kids. You're gonna risk it all for just like 30 seconds of pleasure. And you know what's even worse is if that man, her coworker that she was getting down and dirty with, he didn't even last more than 30 seconds. She destroyed her. So that would mean she destroyed her life in 30 seconds, bro. Oh my god. I hope it was worth it. It's actually so sad that she didn't really outweigh the risks, you know, like, yo, you're about to lose your family, you're about to break your family apart, lose a house, lose a car, lose everything, you know. But man, it is what it is. And another thing also is, like, on her part, if she was gonna be a liar, at least learn how to lie first of all, you know, and pick up on the hints. If your man's calling you numerous times and asking you if you're doing okay, he's worried about you, even though you keep telling him you're at home cooking and relaxing, and he keeps calling every 5 minutes asking, are you okay? I just want to check on you. You should know something is up. Like, why would he be persistently asking you. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was not thinking whatsoever, man. Like, damn. Anyways, yo, that's the video, guys. Leave your comments down below. Like the video. Let me know what you all think about it. Would you guys go through that length of effort this man went through to try and track down his wife? Like, you gotta keep in mind, right? He was wherever he was. He drove, got home, made so many calls to his wife, drove around the town trying to track down the car after he hadn't found it at their house. Couldn't find it. Drove to around every motel until he tracked it, and they stayed in the car 2 hours. Like, bro, my man ruined his whole day practically. Right, so let me know what you guys think. Would you guys go through this length of effort for this? I mean, to be honest, he needed to know, right? He needed to know if his so-called good wife was, you know, out there messing around, or is she actually doing something else, right? It's actually so sad now that he told all his co-workers how he has such a great wife. Now he's gonna go and have to explain this story. Because, you know, that's the one thing, sometimes you gotta keep your mouth shut, because now you just hyped up your wife to everybody. He probably told family members, extensive family, he told friends, co-workers, he told strangers, he told people at the grocery store about his good wife that he's so lucky to have. Now you gotta go and have to re-explain to everybody what happened, why you're single, why y'all broke up. That's the worst part, you know. But anyways, yeah, comment down below, let me know. Catch you in the next video. Peace.